Okay. So thank you guys all for hopping on tonight's Unstoppable Misfit team call. It is May the 16th, and we have very special guest speakers, Dana Chastain and Traci Jackson. They're going to talk tonight about reverse engineering your goals and a lot more other awesome, amazing stuff. And I'm actually going to hand it right over because I know that they have tons of stuff to share with you guys. But whoever's not talking at first, I would just suggest muting yourself because a lot of the feedback. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys take it away. But if you guys have any questions, just like normal, post it in the chat box and they can answer it either as they go or after the talk. So go ahead, Traci, dear.
Okay, hey guys. So this is my very, very first time co-hosting or even being on a team call. So I have my wine handy. So anyways, okay, so I'm going to get busy here. I wanted to talk to you guys about reverse engineering your goals. So what I've learned in the past is that if I didn't write my goals down, I generally didn't reach them. So I've learned from our team and from Shalene Johnson that you need to reverse engineer your goals. So how does that work? So you're going to take like a big goal that you have set for yourself. And I'm going to use like going emerald for our newer coaches to so that they can understand a little bit better how to reverse engineer that goal. So how that happens, number one, you're going to get your calendar out and you're going to write down a date. You're going to put that date on the calendar. Say if you're not an emerald coach and you're a new coach on the team and going emerald is something that you want to do to, build your business, you're going to set it, say, for May 30th. And that's like 2 weeks away from tomorrow. So, so you're going to, based on what you are willing and able to devote to your goal, is how you're going to work this out. So you would say, like, you're going to add one coach by Sunday. So how are you going to do that? You're going to send out invites. You're going to send out, like, I think the minimum that they say that you could send out, if you're a newer coach, is 2 to 5. I would probably send out 3 to 5 messages a day inviting people to the business opportunity if you're wanting to reach that goal. So you're going to sign up your first coach, say, by Sunday. Now, you may not reach that goal by Sunday, and that's okay. You still have like 10 days, 9 days left to reach that goal. And everybody, it took me, I'm not even going to lie, it took me like 6 months to become emerald as a coach. And that is because I didn't put this first. Like, I didn't do the floor plan of my business. So anyways, so you have to pre-decide to invite people daily to the business opportunity, inviting 3 to 5 people to the business opportunity, filling your funnel with building relationships with people, starting 3 to 5, forming conversations with people. So you're just going to say, hey, how's it going? I see, I love your picture of your kids, or whatever, however that you're connecting to your people, your prospects, your whatever they are to you. Then, you're going to form them, ask them how they're doing, how's their job, how's their kids, so on and so forth. So you're going to form relationships with them. But here's the deal. Like I said, what if you miss the goal? What if you get to the 30th of May and you miss that goal of signing up those 2 coaches? It's okay. It's okay, because we all miss goals in this business. Even the top coach, Melanie Mitro, misses goals that she has set for herself. So we are all going to be okay. So what are you going to do next? You're going to set another goal. And so you're going to, reverse engineer that goal again. And so you go back to square one and you start looking at your tracking information. You have your business activity tracker, or your your Teamsy or your calendar or your notebook or whatever it is that you have, you're going to look at that and you're going to look at your numbers, because really it's a numbers game. And where are you going to tweak it? Do you need to add more people to invite every day? Do you need to start more conversations with people? So at the end of the day, you know, you are in control of your business. And so how you reverse engineer these goals is, you know, it's very, very important to your business, so that you can do that. So, but what is in your control? There are a few things in your control that you can do to change the way things are going. How many did you invite? What valuable content did you post on Facebook? And how many times did you post on Facebook or Instagram or whatever you're using? And did you follow up with your people? Because for the first year and a half of my business, I sent out Hey Girls all day long. All day long, I was sending out Hey Girls, but I didn't follow up. And so I lost how many people in the shuffle over that year and a half span because I just sent out Hey Girls and I didn't go back and say, hey, how's it going? And, or, you know, let me talk to you about that, you know, goal that you had planned or whatever. So now I don't do that anymore, and I follow up and I keep track of everybody that I'm talking to. The things that are out of your control would be, you know, somebody's finances, somebody else's life happenings, somebody's car broke down, somebody's kid was sick or whatever. Those are things that you have no control over. You don't even have control over whether they say no or not. So you just keep reaching back out to them, and you just keep them on your list, follow up with them in 30 days, follow up with them in 60 days, and eventually they're either going to block you or they're going to say yes. So I've had a couple blocks before, but it's okay. So I just wanted to let you guys know that this is huge. Dana has some things that she wants to talk to you guys about, how she's reverse engineering her big goal that she's got coming up. But another, you know, there's so many things that you can do with reverse engineering, and it can work in so many other areas of your life. So I'm going to let Dana take over, and we'll go from there.
Okay. I'm a little nervous too. I get on calls all the time, but not this many people. So, okay. Well, let me start by saying that I have a huge goal that I haven't announced to everyone, but I'm going to go ahead and announce it now because I'm owning it. I'm claiming it. I've already put in my notice to quit my full-time job. So I'm going to be coaching full-time. And so when we started talking about reverse engineering, I'm like, hold on, first of all, what is that? So I went to Google because I didn't know what that meant. And I was like, oh, okay, goals, right? Make a plan. Well, I got to do that. Quit my job. This is all I got. It has to work. So I have a lot of heart, but I need that hustle, and I need those numbers. I need to understand, what do I have to do to combine with my heart to like make this work? Otherwise it's not going to. So I kind of just want to go over a little bit with you. So please, if you don't have a pen and paper, get one. And if I lag, please tell me so I can get on my phone because my computer sucks. And I took notes. Sorry guys, I'm nervous. All right. So we pretty much understand, whether you're a new coach for 2 days or you're diamond, you pretty much understand, okay, we get 25% commission. But I want to break it down a little bit more for you because there's a lot more to it. And whether you already know all this, you can use it to help your team, or you don't know any of it. Again, right.
Hey, Dana. We can't hear you.
Sorry, I set this on. I have a touchscreen computer. Okay, when did I don't know when you stopped hearing me.
We're doing lip reading here. It's fun.
Okay, should I start over? I don't know what part you heard. Sorry, I have ADD, so I didn't want to read the chat box.
So you pretty much said, yes, we have 25% commission, but there's a little more to it, and that's it.
Right.
Okay, so sorry. Damn touchscreen computer. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot more to it. So basically, to better understand how I can reach those goals and to help you, you're going to get 25% commission on a non-coach. So if they have a $160 challenge bag, that's like $40. They stay on HD for Shakeology every month, that's about $32. Okay? So which we probably all know that, but I'm just breaking it down for you so you'll better understand where I'm coming from in a minute. When you get your coaches, a lot of people tend to forget this. They sign a coach and they're like, well, why am I not getting 25% off of them? You do not get 25% off of your coaches. Okay? Beachbody has this great thing where they don't mark all their stuff all the way up and then try to give you little discounts. Coaches get the same discount, so you don't earn off of them as far as commission. You're going to get team volume, which we'll get to in a minute. You do get a fast start bonus, which is $40. And then what you really need to focus on is when you sign up your non-coaches, you want to help about 3 people a month because you want to cover your Shakeology and your business fee. That's about $120 a month. So if you have 3 people at $40, you're covering your costs. So bare minimum, that. And if you do bare minimum, then you're already hitting Success Club. Because for every challenge pack that you get, that's 2 points. And the first level of Success Club is 5 points. So you have 6 points. So it's actually been a proven fact that the people who hit Success Club the most are the most successful. The more consistent you are, as well as the daily vitals. You have to do that. Who in here knows? Chat in the box. How many daily vitals do we have? Vital behaviors. Okay, good. All right, so you're consistent. You're helping 3 people a month. You're hitting Success Club. So, again, it goes back to heart and hustle. You don't want to always go, oh, God, I got to hit success. I've got to hit success. I've got to hit this amount of money. You want to put your heart in it, but you also need to know those numbers, again, to make it work. And make sure if you have any questions to write them down because we are going to do a Q&A at the end. Because I am quitting my job, I'm just going to give myself as an example of what I want to do. I want to earn about $2,000 a month, which is $500 a week. So that's going to come in between commission and team cycle bonuses. So of course, sorry. Okay, so my nerves are taking over. This is where it got kind of crazy for me, guys, and I want you to make sure you're writing this down and follow me on this because I started looking at how many people I'm going to need, how many orders it's going to take, how many HD, and I was like, oh my gosh, but it's really not that much because if we're helping to change lives every single day, it's going to add up. So basically, if you have Shakeology HD, every month it's $32 per person. To get $500 a week, I'm going to need about 62 orders a month. And you're like, oh my God, 62 orders. How am I going to do that? I can't talk to that many people. They're not going to order. Yes, they will. Do you know why? Because over a 6-month period, you're going to build that. And I have a plan for that. Think about this.
Can I?
So sorry. Yeah.
No, don't be sorry. We have a team cycle bonus calculator that I could actually add to the group, guys. So if you have an income goal that you would want to achieve every single week, then you can enter in, what you're cycling. So whether it's $14 as an emerald, $16 as a ruby, or $18 as a diamond coach, you can mark that in and then write your goal, whether it's $100, $1,000, whatever it is. And you can see what your weak leg volume should be and what your right leg or strong leg volume should be and what you should be accumulating every week. So,
oh, good. Yes.
Go ahead. Keep going. Sorry.
Oh, good. Okay. So we talked about, and I hate to keep going in circles, but I'm trying to make sure I explain it correctly. The challenge pack is you're getting $40 on, and then every month you're getting the Shakeology HD. Well, if you need 62 people, what you're going to be doing is selling the challenge packs. So you need about 40 a month. Oh my God. Again, I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do that? But if that's 1, 2, and if you're working a list 10 people a month, 10 people a month, 6 months later, you have your 60. So you need to not freak out, because that's why I was looking at numbers and I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do that? But if you spread it out like that and you write out your goal, okay, this is this many people per month, and you aim for that, then you can make it. And we've said this in so many team calls before, and all of the sneak peeks, this is not a get rich scheme. And this isn't going to happen overnight. You have to put your heart in it, and it will work out. You don't have to drive for numbers. You just need to know what you're going for. Otherwise it won't happen. So 10 people a month. And again, like Traci was saying, you have to track, whether it's pen and paper, Post-its, the Misfit planner. I use Teamsy. Some people use Streak. But never lose anyone. Make sure that you are always following up. Now, after 6 months, you're going to have 10 people. That's 10 people with residual income that you're getting off of Shakeology. Now, out of those 10 people a month, 3 or 4 should become coaches, whether they're discount coaches or team builders, and hopefully building you to be diamonds, earning, diamond bonuses and helping them grow their teams as well. Like Vicki was saying, there's a calculator so you can calculate. And so I kind of did that too. Who in here is familiar with team cycle bonuses and completely understands? Okay. Am I lagging? Okay. All right. So we all pretty much understand Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, and what you need to be active. If you don't, definitely message this and we can explain it. But once you know how much you get per cycle bonus, you basically need X amount per leg. And just for me, for example, what I'm going to need is to cycle 28 times. And again, I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do that? So I broke it down even further. Like, I'm in numbers. I need to see it. I need to know how to do it. Otherwise, it's going to seem too big for me. So I broke it down. And for 28 cycles, I'm going to need 130 coaches on my weak leg and 231 on my strong. I freaked out even more. How am I going to do that? Oh my gosh, I only have this many more. But really, it's not just my coaches. It's my coaches and their coaches and their coaches. It's my tribe. It's our team that is changing lives. So that would only be, for example, 5 coaches on my weak leg. They have 5 coaches and they have 5 coaches. So it's like when you break it down like that, your goals are going to be more obtainable because you have it all written out for you. No, brand new coaches, I know this is going to sound like a lot. Just make sure you write it down, and it will click eventually. And of course, if you have any questions, make sure that you ask in the group or direct message. But I'm all in. I'm going for coaching full time. It's scary, but I know that it's fail proof if I put my heart and my hustle in. And so I'm super just really excited about it. And I want to open it up to anybody who has any questions, wants to talk about their goals or anything like that. Christine said, Team Cycle goes weekly. Yes, sorry if I said monthly. Yes, it goes weekly. Does anybody else have any questions? The same goes with your health and fitness too. Like Traci was saying, like, of course, this is not all about business, but like if you know, okay, I need to lose X amount of weight, write down a plan. Everybody knows this. You have to plan. If you don't, what does the quote go? I'm like the worst at quotes. If you don't plan to fail, what is it, Vicki?
If you don't, or if you fail to plan, then plan to fail.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's like you have to have that in place. If not, and like I'm not an organized person, but I keep trying and trying and trying, and I'll be darned. Like I'm gonna get there. I have planners and notepads and everything, and it's like I'm not giving up. I'm gonna find what works for me. But having these numbers to where I can see it's a tangible, like, and I don't ever want to look at people as numbers or money, but it just helps me realize, okay, this is what I need to get where I want, while I'm still being genuine and helping them change their lives. So, that said, Excel. She is my Excel queen.
I have a question.
Yes.
I suck with numbers terribly. How did you figure out like how many people you need? Like my goal is 4,000 a month. So I would be like double what you're going for. But how do you figure that out?
Well, I like dove into different YouTubes and different things and looked at, like she was saying that there's a calculator for team volume. I'll have to send you what I was looking at, but I was and I don't know that that's exact, but it's definitely a starting point. But that's kind of what I'm going by. I just looked at a whole bunch of stuff and did my own research.
Okay. Yeah, because definitely team cycle bonuses is where the residual income is going to be.
Definitely. You guys don't want to be working based off commission alone because you're going to be like burning yourself out. You're not going to be able to go on vacation or take the weekend off. That's why building a strong team that is your tribe, like Dana said, is so important. And Jackie, I suggest I just added the document in the big team group, and you can go in there, put in your stuff, and it will tell you what you need for your team volume, and you can compare what your volume is now on each leg. And then you can see, like, if you have 5 coaches on your left leg and 6 on your right, these are your numbers, and you need to see what you need to get to, then you know how much you need to multiply. And it's not just based on your numbers. But I want to touch on something. I know that there's a lot of brand new coaches on here, and everyone, and like, I'm sitting here and like, I've always worked this as like survival mentality. Like Dana was saying, like, she's quitting her job. Like, it's this or the highway, like she's going to be fighting, or she's going to be working her business like survival mode. And I've always been in survival mode, so I know exactly how she feels. But I also know what it's like to be a brand new coach and to be like, holy shit. Like, I seen some of your eyes and she's saying these numbers and you're like, I'm peeing my pants right now. Oh my gosh. So don't worry. If your goal is not anywhere near that right now, that's okay. You can reverse engineer even $100 a month. You can reverse engineer 10 pounds a month. It doesn't have to be this big astronomical, that's a big word, I'm proud of myself. Doesn't have to be a big astronomical number for you to reverse engineer or for you to even relate to. So wherever anyone else is at, whether it's Traci or Dana or Jackie with their income or whatever, don't compare it to what your income goal is. Just use the facts and the way to get there as a way to get to what goal you're working for first. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hopefully.
And another thing I'd love to piggyback on that is when you figure out your numbers, keep in mind, a lot are going to say no. So you almost need to, the way Go for No said, it's almost like, think about it 10-1.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Think that there's going to be a lot of no's, and maybe 1 or 2 yeses. So if you're trying to get, say, 3 customers a month, if you're going bare minimum, you're going to want to do 30 invites. And then if you're wanting to break it up between coach and customer, you just kind of have to figure out how many you want of each, and then think about, okay, how many no's am I going to get?
Right.
And you have to remember that those won't go towards your numbers for your income itself, but it will go towards your daily behaviors.
Right. And a no today could be a yes next week or yes month. You guys, I'm telling you, okay, I love that you touched on that, Alexa, so thank you so much. Yeah, I firmly believe that for every 10 people that you invite or that you connect with, 1 will say yes. 1 will be ready right then. But here's the thing. If you do those, say you do 10 invites every single day, okay? I know that's a big number, making you pee your pants again. So you're doing 10 invites every single day, right? So you get 1 person signing up every single day. Just bear with me here. But I'm telling you, the more often you do those invites, you're going to build this momentum. You're going to feel like this confidence. You're going to know that you're adding value to other people's lives. Soon it's going to be 2 out of 10 people are going to sign up. 3 out of 10 people sign up. Maybe you don't even need to invite 10, and then like people are going to start coming to you. It's because when you, just like on your health and fitness, if you're eating so good, then you're like, oh, I don't need that cheesecake. Oh, I don't need this. And you're eating good, and like you're communicating with people differently because your energy is better and you're just holding yourself better. So like, it's like that momentum that you keep going, right? But if you invite 1 here, and then next Tuesday you'll invite 1, and then next Wednesday you'll invite 1, and then you'll take 5 days off, and then you'll invite another, and you're like, oh my gosh, all I'm getting is no's. Well, you're being stuck in a rut, first of all, because you're not continually doing the active vital behaviors. So you're never building that confidence within yourself first and foremost. And secondly, like Alexa said, you're going to get no's. You're going to get no's. Point blank, you're going to get no's. People aren't going to be ready. They're going to have X, Y, and Z holding them back for some way, shape, or form. But let me tell you this. There's going to be some of those yeses. There's going to be some of those people that say no right now that are going to transform into yeses. There's going to be people, how many of you did that? How many of you actually did not sign up right when you were asked or when you asked your coach, right?
Yeah, Trina's on this call. It took me 2 years.
I mean, like for myself, the reason I've been doing so well this last month and a half is because follow up. Yeah. I have been working with the people that I finally signed up over the last few months. And I've been a coach since November 15th. So it takes time. It took me over a year to finally get Success Club. I've been so close a couple times, nothing most months, but it's another great book that I love, Go for No and The Compound Effect. Those two will get you your pretty much consistency.
Yep.
Those, I'm actually rereading them right now. I read them in the beginning, and it's all about finding what works for you, but track. Doesn't matter how you do it, just like we've all said tonight, just track.
Yeah, because you never want to lose anyone that you're like, hey, and they're like, no, and then you never talk to them again. And they're like, well, I guess I was just a sale. You know, you want to make sure that you chime in and you comment on their page and you write them. And like, it doesn't even have to be anything about health and fitness.
Right.
So
exactly.
That's what I love about Team Z. It actually brings me back to like people that I messaged like a year or even 2 years ago, and they responded and I never saw it and I wasn't tracking then. So I'm like, oh my God, I feel like an idiot for even messaging you right now. But hey, what's up, girl?
well, you could be humble and you could like, own your shit. And
yeah.
One thing that I wanted to touch on real quick, I'm sorry for interjecting, but a few of us went to Kim Carver last week and did the 4 vital behavior training. And I mean, you guys, it's freaking phenomenal. Actually, he's going to be guest speaking on a team call soon. So shh, don't tell nobody. I mean, tell everybody, but don't tell anybody. I asked him for a slide so I could host my own. And he was like, how about I just get on your call? And I'm like, how about I'll accept that offer? Anyways, so he created this document that I added in the big team page. If you guys haven't seen it, it's called the 4 vital invite process or something. But he touches on like how to invite and how to expand your network and do it consistently, because you never want to exhaust your warm market. And then one thing that he talks about is that he says you need, and I've said this before, but I'm saying it again, you need to take yourself out of the equation. You need to take yourself out of the outcome. You have nothing to do, like Traci said, you have no control over if they say yes or no. You have no control. So you need to take yourself out of the equation, because you have no control over if they say yes or no. And as soon as you do that, it doesn't matter if you get 10 no's a day. You guys, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter, because you'll stop taking it personal and you'll be able to keep going.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
That's all. Keep going, guys.
So basically, like I know I threw everybody off with numbers, but I wanted to share for those who did have big goals to see how I'm breaking it down and to see how that I'm going to make it happen, because I have it written down. So I'm not going, I don't know how many people I got to talk today. Oh, I talked to 5. That's good enough. No, like I need to know this is what I need to do. And like Alexa was saying that it says, you may need to contact this many people. I may have written down 10 people a month. No way. I got to contact a lot more than that. I'm inviting, like, usually on a good day, 20 to 25 people. And that's not people that have liked my post. That's people I'm just like, hey, girl, I don't know if that you're interested. Like, it just comes to a point where you have to, like Vicki said, confidence. You have to know what you have to offer. Because if you don't, they're going to feel that right away. And they're going to be like, eh. So you have to go into it with confidence, knowing I have all this awesome shit that Beachbody set me up with. Let me help you, because I can. So you just have to have that confidence and go into it. And they say no, they say no. You follow up. You continue building relationships, and you come back around and say, hey, so, I know you were working towards your goal. How's it going? Anything I can do to help? Blah, blah, blah. They might say it's going great. I've actually panicked. So you just got to keep it going. And again, with the newer coaches, what I would do is start for a small goal of 3 people a month, just 3 people. But keep in mind that every 10 out of 10 is one might be a yes. So do you have anything to add to that, Traci?
I just, wanted to just break it down a little bit for you guys and just wrap it up with, you got to identify your goals. You've got to write them down, and you have to make them like measurable goals. So you have to have a time or a date attached to them. And then you have to commit to your schedule and work on it every single day. And that's all I've got.
Yes, I love, Traci, how you said you have to commit to it, because making goals is one thing, guys. I mean, how many of us, when we first started our weight loss journey, we're like, I'm going to lose 10 pounds or I'm going to lose 20 pounds or whatever. But putting in the work to actually lose that weight, that was the hard part. So I love that you say you have to commit. Like, no one is going to do it for you. No one's going to reach those goals for you. Another thing that I wanted to share with you guys, and I love that Dana shared her big, fat, scary goal, which is coming real soon. But the thing of it is, guys, when you set your goals, I never, ever, ever want you guys limiting your goals because of lack of belief in yourself. Okay? I want you to think outside the box. I want you to think outside of your comfort zone. Is $100 a week like comfortable for you to make? Or is $450 still comfortable for you to make? Maybe you need to go up a little more. Maybe you need to set a goal that like makes your hair stand up on your arms or makes your palms start sweating. Because when you do that, you're like opening up a new way of putting your actions into work, or putting your work into action. You know what I mean? So you need to do something that's like, holy shit, this is actually going to change my life when I accomplish this goal. Not if, but when. Yeah.
Like, I have one big scary goal that when I return from my deployment in March, I don't want to go back to work. No. So that's one scary goal that I have to work on. I have some time, but not really.
That's awesome. How long until you deploy?
I leave a month after summit.
Okay.
So, and I have until I'm reporting back to work, you could say, in April.
Okay.
So I got time, but I don't.
Right. Awesome. And Dana, when is your last day?
It is the Friday before summit.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he asked me, he's like, can you give me a little more time? I said, nope, because I already have the next week off for summit.
And my girl, Missy Iverson, you're on here. I have to give you a shout out real quick. Missy quit her job to be a full-time coach. Her last day is what, next Friday?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm so
I better not suck at it.
You're not going to suck at it. I believe in you, girl. So, I am super excited for all these awesome, big, scary goals. If you have a hard time believing in yourself or getting past your comfort zone or self-sabotaging yourself, there's also a good book called The Big Leap that is awesome when it comes to breaking through all those barriers and really believing in yourself, and also The Big Magic. Me and Alexis are just giving you a bunch of books to read tonight now. The Big Magic is also a good book. I want to share a little something with you guys real quick. So we all know what happens when we get down on ourselves, right? We all know what happens when we focus on the negativity. Well, if you guys ever heard me speak or follow me on any form of social media, you always see me preach about what you focus on, you get. The more you focus on something, the more the universe provides, good or bad, right? So I was in how could I say this vaguely? So my finances have not been as much as I would like them to. And I could either have sat and curled up in a ball and cried and whined and sissy Sally, whatever, or I could channel my inner survival mode and I could start working. And I could focus on the things that I have, focus on the positivity, and that will bring me to what I need. And I always, always, always truly believe that the universe provides. Whatever your need, you're given. End of story. We go through tough times because that's the universe's way of saying how strong we are before they give us what we actually need. So here I am. I work every freaking day. Well, Monday through Friday, I work my business. Every day I'm doing power hours. Every day I'm inviting. Every day I'm adding to my network. Right now, I have helped 12 women this month. 12 women this month. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping because I have a mission, and I posted it in the leaders group about this challenge that I have gave out to people, and if they accepted, they accepted. But I am on a mission to change the world. I am on a mission to help save lives and change lives and to get women from not feeling the way that I once felt. And we should all be like that. We should step out of our fear of, inviting or putting ourselves out there, or, oh my gosh, these numbers are scary and I can't do this, or whatever. There comes a point where you need to take that leap. You need to take that first step, jump off that airplane, whatever you need to do, you need to run. And it's not even a race anymore. It's a sprint. There comes a time where you need to just sprint and not look back. It doesn't matter what you did last week. It doesn't matter how last month went or even yesterday. What matters is what you put in place today, the action steps that you take today. That's what's going to change your future. You have no control over what happened yesterday, what happened last week, the pizza you ate Friday night, whatever. I did not eat pizza Friday night. I really wish I had pizza now. But what I'm saying is that you guys are in full control. Traci and Dana both said it. You are in full control over the things that you were in control of. And those actions are going to get you to where you want to be. But you don't know the actions that you need to do unless you know where you're headed. Unless you have a goal in mind. Like Traci said at the beginning, you have to set a date. What are you setting for the date of May 31st, the last day of this month? What is your big goal? What is your big goal by the end of the year? Then you need to reverse engineer it and break those down. Break the steps down that are going to get you to where you want to be. Yeah? Little preacher moment there. Whew. Does anyone have any questions for Dana or Traci?
I got to give a shout out. I got 2 new coaches on the call. Yeah. Yvette and Caitlin. Hey, girls. Hey. Their first team call.
Yeah. I feel like we need to give Trina a shout out for being on the team call. It's not her first team call, but no judge.
I did add her for a refresher to May's training group.
What? I'm excited. Uh-oh. She just got sassy pants or something.
No, she's like, she said I forgot it all. No, she didn't.
Oh. Not time.
I know.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Traci and Dana, you were awesome in sharing all those tidbits and stuff. And I want you guys to know, and thank you, Alexis, for all your input as well. I want you guys to know that everything that you hear, everything that you read on, the Team Beachbody Coach online office, through the team to Misfit Republic, everything, people share this stuff because it actually works. We're not just sharing stuff that we're like sprinkling out of our ass and we're doing something different over here. Like there's no secret sauce. There's no special way of doing anything. All we're doing is leading with our heart and we're sharing what works. Okay? So you got to believe in yourself. You got to focus and you got to put in the work. And Jackie, I love you and you're fucking awesome. That's all. The end. All right. So who's ready for a team selfie? Oh, not the people that are watching the recording though. So we got to end the recording.